Hello, students, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, as you already know. And tonight in this exciting lesson, because they're all so exciting, we're going to be working on another phrasal verb. And this time, we're going to be working with the word look and all the phrasal verbs that go with look. So let's get started as soon as this comes off my screen. Okay, so if you've already done phrasal verbs 1 through 9, you already know, because this is number 10, you already know that phrasal verbs are used everywhere in English with all verb tenses and in all types of communications, including daily conversations, emails, movies, books, news, social media, business, and in academic settings. Phrasal verbs are essential for achieving natural fluency in English, and your vocabulary will be very limited without them. Learning all these phrasal verbs can be challenging at times because sometimes the phrasal verb carries a meaning that is much different from the verb alone. There are many phrasal verbs in English, and to become fluent, you must learn all of them to master your comprehension and speaking ability in order to have more expressive and natural conversations. But don't worry, because in this lesson, I'm going to give you lots of examples so that you will be able to use these words correctly and with confidence. So let's get started with phrasal verbs with look. We're going to start with look after, and this means to take care of someone or something. I need to find someone to look after my kids every day after school until I get home. My neighbor offered to look after our dog when we go on vacation in 2 weeks. We hired a kind lady to help look after my grandmother when she was ill. Who is going to look after my garden while I'm away on my extended business trip? I'm working late tonight because I have to look after a few important things in the office. Nurses look after a variety of patients in the hospitals, just like this lovely nurse who's taking care of this patient in the hospital. Now we're going to use look for, which means to try to find someone or something. I looked everywhere for my keys, but I can't find them. My son is looking for a summer job. So if you know someone that is hiring, please let us know. She's looking for a new roommate. You can stop looking for your glasses because they are on your head. We need people to look for solutions for these problems. They are looking for a bigger apartment because they have 3 children now. What are you looking for? Like this girl. What is she looking for, do you think? I don't know. Look forward to means to be excited about something. I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend at Mike's barbecue. We are looking forward to our Caribbean cruise next month. He's looking forward to starting his new job next Monday. I look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. Kids look forward to Christmas every year because it's so magical and fun for them. Like this little guy, isn't he adorable? What a beautiful picture. Look at means to direct your eyes towards someone or something, to examine or consider something carefully, to discuss or analyze a topic or problem. The doctor is looking at your results now, and he will discuss them with you shortly. He looked at me and smiled, then just walked away. We haven't been able to find a solution yet, so we need to look at the problem from a different angle. Before making such a decision, you have to look at the advantages and the disadvantages. Thank you for submitting your CV. The Human Resources Department will look at it this week. We are looking at ways to cut costs, and this may result in a few job losses this year. Look at that beautiful sunset. It's absolutely breathtaking. Oh, look at that. It is absolutely breathtaking, for sure. Look up means to search for information or to improve. This year was very difficult for us because of the recession, but business is finally looking up now. I looked up all the new words in the online dictionary and I put them in my vocabulary list, which is a great idea when you're learning a new language, is to put all the new words in your vocabulary list. But my students know that. I don't know where she lives. Can you look up her address for me, please? If you are ever in town, don't hesitate to look me up. It would be great to see you again, and maybe we can get together for lunch. Even though things are really hard for you now, don't worry because things will start to look up for you soon enough. They say that the economy is starting to look up, but most people don't believe it. I remember when we used paper dictionaries to look up words. Now everything is readily available online. It's so much easier, better, and faster now. Like, this is how we used to look up words. I remember when the internet became so popular and we can go on the internet and go on the dictionaries, and I had so many paper dictionaries at home, I threw them all in the recycling bin. All those dictionaries that I counted on for so many years, I just put them in the recycling bin and went online. And I have to say, it's really much better. Look into means to investigate a problem carefully. We received a serious complaint from one of our employees, and it needs to be looked into immediately. The issue was looked into thoroughly, and it was decided that the cause was simply human error. We are looking into expanding our business across Canada and into the United States. We are also looking into new investment opportunities. I told my boss that there was a problem on my last pay, and he said that he would look into it. I'll look into it and get back to you by Monday, the latest. There was a robbery at the bank last night, and the police are looking into it. And it looks like they got the robber. Good job, police. Look out means to be alert and watch out for something, usually fraudulent or dangerous. To be careful, to give warning, to protect and care for someone. Look out, there's a speeding car coming in our direction. The sign says to look out for falling rocks, so drive slowly and carefully, please. Today, everybody needs to look out for scams online. He always looks out for his younger brother. My parents look out for the elderly couple that lives in the apartment above them. Look out for signs of progress and improvement. Good friends always look out for each other and give support when needed. Look out, the neighbor's wild and crazy dog is running toward you. Oh no, look at this crazy dog. Wouldn't you be afraid if he was running towards you? I would be. Look down on, to think someone is inferior. She looks down on anyone that doesn't have a university degree. He is so arrogant and he looks down on people that don't share his opinions. You can't look down on employees in lower positions. The upper class has always looked down on the lower class. People that look down on others are usually very insecure, but feel that they are superior to others. Don't look down on others because of the working class jobs they do, because these jobs and workers are essential for the functioning of our society and for keeping our communities running. Just like these garbage collectors, right? We need them to keep the city clean. Good job, boys and girls. No, just boys. Look up to admire and respect someone. All the players really look up to their coach. Young actors look up to professional actors and hope to have the same amount of success in their careers. I really look up to you because you are kind, motivated, honest, intelligent, helpful, and dependable. She became a great athlete and everyone looked up to her. Look over, to review something carefully and quickly. Can you look over my CV and give me your professional opinion? I didn't have time to look over the report, so I will do it tonight. We can look over the contract together in my office. I always take the time to look over my notes before an exam. It's very important that you look over the new safety procedures. I will have my lawyer look over the agreement before I sign it. And that's always a great idea. Have a lawyer look it over. Look back on means to remember the past, to reflect on mistakes, regrets, achievements, or successes. He looks back on that decision and wishes that he had chosen differently. Looking back on it now, I realize that I made the right decision. One day, you will look back on all this and be very proud of yourself. I look back on that humanitarian trip as one of the best experiences of my life. We look back on the completion of this project as a huge success story. He looked back on the mistakes he made and vowed to do better in the future. She looks back on her first job as a valuable learning experience. We've all had that first job, but we look back on it today and say, well, I did learn a lot from that job. So all first jobs are good. Look in on, to visit someone briefly to see if everything is all right. I look in on my elderly parents every evening. The nurse looks in on all the patients every hour. I stop by my neighbor's house a few times a week just to look in on him, and see if he needs anything. Look at this poor guy living alone by himself. It's nice he has someone to look in on him a couple of times a week. Look on, to watch or observe something without participating. The audience looked on in amazement as the performers entered the stage. The crowd looked on in shock as the situation became more serious and dangerous. We looked on in disbelief as the building suddenly started to collapse. All the parents looked on proudly as their kids received their diplomas. Good job, ladies. Look through, to examine or read something quickly, to search through something. I looked through the documents this morning, so I am prepared for the meeting this afternoon. I looked through all my notes, but I didn't see anything about these budget cuts. Can you look through this document for grammar and spelling mistakes, please? He looked through the contract and he has some changes that he wants to make. I'll look through my emails later today. I looked through my closet, but I don't have anything appropriate to wear to the party Saturday night. She looked through all the boxes, but she didn't find the sales agreement. I have a lot of CVs to look through before I find a suitable candidate. We spent the afternoon looking through old pictures. Oh, that's always fun to do with a friend or family member. Great, so we're done with that lesson. And it's not jumping back. Okay, there it is. So if that video helped you, you can subscribe to the channel, put a like on the video, leave a comment down below. If you guys need to improve your English quickly, you can always get a copy of this lovely workbook called Basic English, published and distributed everywhere in the world by McGraw-Hill. So if you guys decide to get a copy of this workbook, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the workbook, and the answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. If you guys need help with your verb tenses, and I know you do because everybody tells me that for years and years and years, everybody tells me the same thing. I don't understand verb tenses, but it's so easy. So just get a copy of this workbook. And if you do, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. And the answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. These books are very easy to find. They're everywhere online, bookstores, and of course, you will find them very easily on Amazon. So that's all I have to say for tonight. So I wish you a pleasant evening. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Good night for now.